What are the tangible impacts of what childcare does for the community? It's creating a place where there's warmth so that we're raising people that are giving back to the community in responsible ways.
Across the United States, families struggle to find and afford high-quality childcare. In north central Ohio, 2 communities decided they were done waiting for someone else to fix the problem.
In Ashland County, we had 3,000 children under the age of 5, and we only had, I think, 75 childcare spaces for licensed childcare.
Our Area Development Foundation did their own study in 2022 and showed that the community really needed childcare. I think they said overall Mount Vernon needed 2,600 open spots to be able to fully service all those parents who would want to work full-time and just can't work full-time because of childcare. We heard a lot from area businesses that were saying hey, this is something our employees are saying that they want. So as soon as we heard that, Salvation Army in Mount Vernon was fully on board of how do we make this happen?
There was a high number of parents who said that they would utilize these services, and a willingness among the employers to really work with us and partner with us on this. They understood that in order to attract and retain a high-quality workforce, they needed to make sure that they had childcare available for their employees. And so that enabled us to have kind of a unique funding model for our childcare center. Families pay tuition for their children to access the center. It also has businesses paying in as members. We have a partial endowment for the center, so there's that annual income that comes in through the Ashland County Community Foundation, and then there's donations and grants as well.
The Learning Lighthouse costs a lot of money to make. It was somewhere around the $6 million range to make the whole childcare center and build it on our property. Thankfully, the community was really responsive to it. So in January 2026, we'll be launching the Learning Lighthouse. We are fortunate enough as a Salvation Army to have a community that's behind us and have different revenue sources outside of just straight tuition. But the childcares that are just relying on the day-to-day tuition, the margins are so thin.
Having an endowment fund held at Ashland County Community Foundation and being able to accept donations as well and being able to receive money from businesses helps keep the center more affordable for families. As we were doing the research for this, we were kind of looking for other places nearby or just even in the country that were doing similar things to kind of learn from. And we realized that we were really trailblazers. There were not a lot of other community foundations or really entities at all that were taking this route. And in fact, we're getting a lot of calls and emails and requests from others that are looking to us and looking for a roadmap. How do we do this in our community?
When you get people behind you, when you get people, other organizations that see the same things you're seeing, and you can kind of build something where people are passionate about it, and you can talk about it together and meet these needs together, that's the biggest key for us.
It is not something that one person does. It's not something that you do overnight. It took a lot of time, a lot of planning, a lot of research. I would not say we've solved the problem of lack of access to high-quality, affordable childcare, but I think we've made great strides. I personally would love to see more investment from government and the business sector in this issue. It's not just an issue for women. It's not just an issue for families with young kids. This is about our future. This is about economic development. This is about our businesses, our communities, and how we move forward as a society.